Hey y'all, good morning. Good Sunday morning. It is 6:40 a.m. on a Sunday, and I've been up for hours, so let's party. I think I'm going to start doing some lives in the middle of the night and just see how many other insomniacs are up. I've cleaned this off. I hope I didn't ruin it. Let's see if I still has its spark. I got these little candles at Costco. I think it was a set of 3 or maybe 6, can't remember now. And I love them. The scents are really nice, and I love these little containers that I plan to use when the wax is gone. But a short candle like this in your craft room is dangerous. I have a video where I actually had a fire while I was doing a video because it's just too short and paper gets everywhere, and that's what happened with me. But caution to the wind because my other candle is bothering me. Okay, we're going to take a breath, but we are going to dedicate this candle to darkness. By darkness, I mean mystery, intrigue, whimsy, because I am playing with Dahlia's Whimsical Vintage Halloween digis. And so I am conjuring up my imagination for a very spooky book. So it's dark, not in a bad way, just spooky. Let's take a breath. Okay, now I have only done a book like this one other time, and I believe it's my favorite book I've ever done. But this one is going to be dark in a different way. It's going to be it's going to be fun dark, like Halloween. All right, and I've got some ideas I really hope are going to work. I'm thinking of this for the cover. If you know me, nothing is set in stone. Gotta have a little hazelnut coffee, guys. This could all be thrown away and I could start on something else. But right now, I'm thinking this is gonna be my cover back, the base. I've thought about envelopes and I may still switch to that. I don't know. I'm gonna play with this and see. I'm keeping these because I think they'll make nice straps, and I don't know, I'm keeping them because I think I'm going to use them. This is just an Amazon package, and I have cut it to, I think, 10 by 16. I'm thinking this journal is going to be 6-ish by 8-ish. I did just get my nails done, and even though they're ugly and I don't like them, I don't want my fingers to be black, so I'm going to glove up. And then I will show you my weapons. Okay, so here's the cover I plan to dye. Here are some of the things that I think I'm going to use. This is clear gesso. And these are just your standard acrylic paints. My gosh, they're so old. Haven't used them I think I bought them new on sale and I've never used them. Haven't used this, I had to open it up. It's a Distress Oxide, Hickory Smoke, and this is Alcohol Ink Espresso. Then I have a brand new pad of Black Soot, Distress Oxide, and some aged mahogany. And let me show you my inspiration page. I had it was either a carpet guy or paint guy tell me, always take a sample, because you think your memory is going to be good. You love that red, but then you'll go pick out carpet and realize it doesn't match. Take a sample, because your eyes will deceive you. So will your memory. This might be my favorite page of the ephemera portion of Dahlia's over at Mandalay Cards, her new DigiKit. But this is only copied on copy paper, so the colors when I did it on the presentation paper were much brighter. But I don't want to get those out because I'm going to have a huge mess, and I don't want to mess up my good ones. So I can get what I need from this, like this. That black and green and red. Love that. Yeah, so this is going to be my color inspiration page. I did want to be looking at the house. I love these house. This one, I love them all, but I love that splash of orange right there. So these are my inspiration pages. Don't really have a place I can, oh, maybe I could prop that up. I've got an avalanche just waiting to happen right here. And so if we hear a crash, that's what it is. All my markers, all my snowman stuff. Okay. What I'm thinking is I need something that's not too expensive, that I can really put down a lot of product. And one thing I can already tell is I'm not sure if I have a foam brush, and I don't. It's okay. We will use these and I'll be fine. Yeah, that's just not dark enough. That's not going to do it for me. This is alcohol. It's not going to mix. So, oh, that's something that I'm going to need. Let me make sure I've got some water. I'm not a maker that gets everything out and has a hard concrete plan. If that's what you're into, you're going to be disappointed, because that's not how I roll. I have these Catherine Pooler inks, and I bought, I don't know, 50, or she had them in packages and was doing a big sale. And I have whatever, and I never use them. I just forget them. So we're going to give these a run for their money, because it's really the only black I have. And it may be that I end up having to... It may be that I end up having to get up and look for something else if this doesn't work. See, this is more gray than I want, but I need to get something down, and then I can build, because it's paper and it's going to absorb it. And although I do have a picture in my head, I have to stay fluid, because there's no exact recipe, you know? Just need something down to as a barrier, because this will absorb water. Holy cow, I watched Tammy Van Antwerp. Have you found her new channel? It's Tammy Van Antwerp Arts. It doesn't, her name, the arts part doesn't show up, but if you run that through the search engine, you'll come up with her new channel. You can tell it's her new channel because it has a picture of her and her daughter. And her older channel just has a picture of her. And she's not using her old channel anymore. I kind of like this here. It looks dark. Let's get some alcohol. Lord, let's get some alcohol. And I like that it doesn't blend with the water. It creates kind of a speckling sort of. I don't know if this is going to be my front or back, and it may all be covered. So. Gosh, I wish I had black, but I just don't. And I don't want to ruin this by rubbing it on there. I don't think I have black. Let me look. Let's just make sure. Black soot. Let's do it on dry paper and see what happens. This is perfect. Okay, so after the other one dries, after that other side dries, I can use this. This is archival, so I don't think you're supposed to get this wet. She says as she gets it wet. I don't think you're supposed to. Don't use me for your tutorial about how to do this, because I don't want the responsibility. I like that. Here's some black soot in distress. Let's try that. It looks gray. It's not. It's black. Well, not really. It's gray. It's okay. Am I out of range? I'm trying to stay in camera view. The nice thing about the oxides is they go well with water, and you can really get longevity out of whatever you're doing. You've got time to play. I may end up covering all this with, I don't know, I've got some ideas. Kind of in a hurry to get to those. While this is drying, maybe we'll do that. I watched, I don't think I finished my thought about Tammy. Yesterday, she put out a video. She got Happy Mail from Susan's Heartstrings. Oh my gosh. Beautiful laces and stamps, and I don't know what's wrong with that, but it's not going to work for me, and I think I'm probably ruined it. I normally try to use my stamps that are old, almost gone, because you can just use right out of the pad. I don't happen to have a lot of really dark ones that are super old. What would happen if I put a little alcohol on that? I don't know, Carol, let's try it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is Catherine Pooler, right? Is that what I used? Yeah, it's called Midnight. And that alcohol's giving me exactly what I want. Whew. I don't think I'm going to ruin anything if this is alcohol based, right? Right, she says, question mark. It really evaporates really fast. I feel like I'm working against the clock. Stuff like this Amazon stuff, I'll be able to just, I don't know, put something over it. It'll be fun to try to get creative. And I know Angela Toma over at Dogwood Paper Arts, she printed off this kit, and Tammy Vanentorp has this kit. Who else? Kelly in Idaho, do you have, did I see you printed it off too? I can't remember. Oh, I love this. Kind of like the speckles on there. I don't know how much time I want to spend on the inside. I'm assuming this is going to be the inside, but I really like the dots. Well, I've probably got $10 worth of ink on this, so let's make this the front. Okay, so let's introduce another color. Gosh, I have a timer going, and I can't believe it's been 18 minutes. I'm not going for pink. I want this. I want blood red. As I mentioned, today is Sunday. I don't know what's on our plan. Oh, I think we're going to start packing up the outside of the house, get rid of all the plants on the porch. And we still have hummingbirds once in a great while. So we're going to wait. I read up on it, it says don't put your feeders up until you haven't seen a hummer for a week. And it was 80 degrees yesterday, so we still have some good weather. And I have seen, 2 days ago I saw 2 of our Hummers, so I'm not going to put that out. Celeste, I know you're probably chasing your tail, huh? Oh, Lord. When we had the farm, which was 15 years ago now, I think, something like that. I don't know, I always get the math wrong, but spring and fall were just, I would just wake up in a panic. I never knew, until we had a farm, I had no idea, I had no concept of how important weather was. Because you've got hay on the ground that can't get wet. You've got babies being born that you don't want frozen. It's just, there's so many things dependent on weather. Guys, this is coming along. Look at it. Okay, I don't want to get too carried away with this red. I think that's going to be covered, so I don't want to waste the paint. Yeah, I know, Celeste, I know you have chickens, but, and do you have horses? I don't know. Do you have cows? What other animals do you have? You should take us on a farm tour. I would love that. The book is not going to be this big, so the edges aren't really that important, but I don't know how much of the edges I'm going to, because we're going to trim it all up. It's going to be basically a 6x8. I say basically because nothing's hard and fast in my world. Okay. Now I'm looking at my inspiration, this particularly. I'm having this relationship with skulls. I've never been into skulls, but now I'm kind of, well, okay. What about that green? What about it? What about that green? Do we need some of that? I think we do. Let's see. Don't have anything sitting right in front of me. But I have a ton of it over here, so let me grab some gorgeous green. How about peeled paint? That looks like a likely suspect. And how about Hero Arts Hybrid Ink H.A. Moss. I don't know what that is. I actually, this is weird, but I actually went through my channel, found my dark book, and watched it for a little bit, just for inspiration. Man, I love that book. And I don't know what this is. Let's see. The best of pigment and dye combined into perfect pad. Bold look of pigment that dries like dye. Acid-free, archival, fade-resistant, waterproof for watercolors and markers. Dries permanent and quickly on most papers. So it's waterproof, so it doesn't have water in it. Ooh. Ooh. Can you guys see it? It's pretty cool. I bought these inks from a D-Stash secondhand. I have no idea what I bought, and I've had them for a couple years now, I think. A year and a half, something like that. I don't know how old they are. I don't know. Okay, that gave me a little bit of green. And this is going to give me a lot of green. See, I'm having trouble staying away from this candle. I don't want to, even my water bottle has oil in it, lavender oil, so. And I have frankincense oil that I think I'll scent this with a little bit. So it's going to smell like a Catholic church. I thought that was fitting. I'm not sleeping much, so I laid awake and thought, oh, I want to make a spider web. Oh, I want to do this. Oh, I want to do that. So my spider web idea is not my own. I watched Nancy May over at the Handy Scandy. Oh my gosh. She did a mixed media and she used all kinds of stuff, and she shows you her whole process. And if you need inspired to do something really freaking cool, out of the norm, really cool, check her out. Her channel is the Handy Scandy. And the video was just yesterday or day before. Okay, let's check in with my inspiration. I think I need a light. I think I see how the things are kind of highlighted. And then we have this light gold. I'm gonna play on that a little bit. I'm not married to this. If I don't like it, I have no problem moving on. So far it's great. Okay, let's do I want clear gesso? I don't think I do. Well, if I did clear with maybe some Lello, don't I have some straw? Yes, I do. I have scattered straw, and I have a lot of it. And it's not alcohol, so it should blend really nice. I'm watching Acre Homestead, Becky, and she is making creme brulee. Creme brulee sounds so fancy, and I love it in a restaurant. And I've made it now a couple of times. It's so easy, y'all. I have a dear, sweet friend of my daughter's when she was in high school. They're still friends, and she is going to be in town, and she loves pumpkin. So I think I'm going to try to make pumpkin creme brulee and get some micro brews. We've got a couple of breweries around. I want to play with this over here for just a second and see what I have. I'm hoping, because this is clear gesso, that it's going to just leave me the color. And I think that's what I've got. Oh, wish me luck. you are going to see this texture, so I would like it to have some interest. That's kind of cool. I'll just leave that. Tammy Van Antwerp, when she doodles in circles. We all have a pattern psychologically that goes way back, and when you doodle, which can be very therapeutic, you always doodle the same way, no matter what. And mine is these paisley things. I don't know why they feel good to me. That swirl, I guess, I don't know. I think it's reached the ugly duckling stage. Had an artist teacher once say, every project has its time when it just needs to be left alone. And she called it the ugly duckling stage. I think this one's about there. That's pretty ugly. And I'm not gonna really be doing anything with those edges, so we can just act like they're not there. I don't know why I even painted them. Where's my mark maker? Let's use that. This is my mark maker that my dear friend Tracy made me, and she will make you one too if you want one. You can find her on Instagram under Timeless Makes. She makes my daubers. Let's see, Angela has them, Tammy has them. Okay, I have to quit. Let's paint the inside just a little bit, just to make it waterproof. Use up this paint. Scattered straw just is the most calming yellow. I don't think that coat that I have on the other side is going to be enough. I think it's just going to kind of get muddy, so I'll probably have to put some other stuff on it. But okay, boy, is that ugly. We're going to set this. I need this glass mat, so I need something great big to put this on. Let me grab a piece of packaging paper. Okay, that's ugly. Dry and be beautiful. Damn it. Okay, now, oh you guys, I'm excited for this part. Okay, these have got to go in some water. I didn't really use that. Time is it? Well, maybe I better end this video and clean up. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll end this video, clean up, and then I will restart you, okay? Are we having fun yet? Party down, dudes. Okay, I'll be back. Let's all take care of each other.